I know it's the world's come to shit when we can be in a unified agreement with Jim Cornette over who was in the wrong here. And it's Rajah Jackson. I've seen a lot of things in my day. I've seen work shoot hits, sandbagging, fans invading the ring. That's happened a plethora of times. But they get dealt with. But because it's a local indie fuckfed, and the guy hits a gimmick beer on your head to show that he's a wrestler, and Rajah's not with the work, but he felt disrespected because of some pent-up, retard, autistic roid rage his dad gives him that comes with a inst of angst and fucking sexual frustration. You can come around and nearly kill a guy in the middle of the ring in a shoot body slam into 20 punches to the jaw. The guy's cooked. He was bleeding, needing probably a heart punt. It took three wrestlers, and somehow he wasn't getting knocked the shit out of. They were just trying to escort him out and drag him outside of the ring. No security. You have the boys. They should be beating the shit out of him, kicking the shit out of Rajah Jackson. I apologize. You should never enforce violence into professional wrestlers. But that is some fuck shit. That should never happen. Ever. I can understand that there was miscommunication over the gimmick beer altercation. That gives no sign for Rajah when obviously there was miscommunication that was warranted as harmless fun feeling like he's a wrestling fan. And asking to sell it. That had nothing to do with any bad blood, and obviously Sicko Stu was just trying to keep it over in gimmick, trying to feel like he's a hardcore guy, and Rajah just felt like that was some pent up disrespect that he never got to beat the shit out of his own dad with his bitch ass. And now guess what? He possibly is going to get blacklisted off Kick. His father's possibly going to be apologizing to at least the promoter, compensating for the promoter, sending agreements, and probably getting his son into a rehabilitation or the army. And I guess that's the best case scenario for Rajah, because he shouldn't be anywhere in human society the way he reacted. He walked out with a bloody shirt with no consequence in the world, feeling like all he needs is pent-up frustration and amateuristic MMA background, and it doesn't take 7 niggas to beat your ass in the wrestling business. That's beyond stupid, folks. I apologize if we're in a universal disagreement here. I can understand that, folks. But you can't say that a man bleeding from inside his mouth, getting pummeled to death, while getting sandbagged, he was already knocked out over the takedown. And then he took 20 more punches to the jaw. Defenseless. This wasn't a work. That will never fly in any wrestling fed, even in CZW. That probably pays you in fentanyl, Beanie Babies, and whatever crack they can find in the corner to give to Nick Gage before you. Just know that. And to know that the sympathizers is even worse. Because the double standard that we push over to a guy in a pedestal, even knowing that they're heavily flawed, and you can't even push over the common courtesy to give the possibility that this person is a terrible human being, if there should be accountability thrusted to even to people that they have no business to get that type of respect, is crazy to me. That would be Shador Sanders levels of ignorance. Not even ignorance, just absolute. Yeah, it's complete ignorance. I apologize, folks. I can't stir in the words after seeing the whole video. Because This is a former Sicko Stew's coming up as a former Army veteran, just trying to get to an understanding of the business. He's like in his 40s, 50s, getting open armed into the business, feeling like, this is Rampage's kid. He probably is working over here in the locker room, trying to see the wrestlers over a spot. He got a camera. Let me hit him with a beer can and see what happens. And then he didn't take it well. Miscommunication. Fine. He wants a bit of a receipt. And now his dad's here playing politician like he just found out there's an allegation with somebody in his fucking cabinet. That's the level of stupidity that we get. And we got defenders of this. For a guy that right now in his position should be getting fucking prison time. Cause that is the equivalent, and excuse me for saying this, that's on some dumb nigga shit. I apologize. That's not gonna fly. That should never fly. Raja walking scot-free feeling like he invincible all because it's a pissed up over frustration. That gets you in. That feels like you should be over fighting the Iranians. That should not have you walking over scot-free streaming videos with your dad fucking around. You should be over in a rehabilitation with your dumbass. That's all I gotta say about that, folks. Please, tell me down over in the comment section. Because that is ridiculous. A guy like that should not be around over in civilization. Because he's being trained by one of the formerly notable fighter, mixed martial artist. You think you'd at least know some goddamn courtesy, discipline, and restraint. Nah, you're just giving pent up frustration, clout, and some weird obsession to prove yourself for some dumbass reason. Knowing your dad's a dumbass. I apologize, folks, but this is just stupid. And if nobody's to blame, not putting the accountability also on his father for not pushing some restraint, some discipline, and he literally had him over on the phone trying to say do a double leg and a work, knowing he's never wrestled before. No shot, no logic, no brain cell. It's insane. I've seen a lot of shit, but this, if Sicko Stew couldn't survive it, that's prison time. That's beyond prison time. That's under the jail. That's not going to be enough bail money. You got to take that shit out of your Japanese kids' tuition. That's it for me over in the DC show.